Hi, this is Marie. I have lots of stuff for you today. I have crochet and knitting, and I have sewing. I have coffee and tea corner, the Denver cruise projects, and I have a garden update at the end. I also have some stash that I purchased, some new yarn to show you. So stick around. All right, so just to get started, I'm just going to go all over the place. I have everything in different order, so stick around so you can see all of the projects and finished objects. I have mostly finished objects today, but I have a lot. So the first thing I have is flower crowns. So on Christy Glass Knits, she did a like an episode where she made these flower crowns like for summer. And I thought it would be fun for myself and my neighbor, Sue, to make them. So what I did was I went and made a bunch of flowers. And I have some more in my little, this is like a little yarn bowl. It's cute. But I've had this. And so I made a bunch of little flowers for our flower crowns. So I sat and made a whole bunch of them. I crocheted them. And I'll tell you what I did. I did two different patterns. Some of them are like a more open flower, and then some of them, like this one, is like more tighter, like little bud of a flower. And so the one that I used for, this is the tighter flower. I did chain 50. I double crocheted in each stitch. I did one double crochet in each double crochet, and then you could chain the last, or the last row you could do like single crochets of a different color. I'm not sure if I have an example of that, of what that looks like. I did that on a few of them. Then I decided that I wanted a more open flower. And on this one, I found a different pattern for this one. This one was chain 28, double crochet in each stitch on the next row back, and then on the next row, I do 3 double crochets in each stitch. And then you just sew them together, you know. So both of the flowers worked fine. I ended up liking this flower a little bit better, so I started off with this little tighter flower, and then I went to this flower. And she specified a flower pattern, but I wasn't super into it. But so like there's a more open flower. Anyway, I have some left over in here. So what we ended up doing, it was I ordered from Bani Bands these little headbands, and so you want to go to the sale section because we're just covering it up with flowers if you're going to make this and if you're getting it from them. But you could just get one of these from wherever you want, just any sort of headband. I liked it because it was adjustable and you could make it fit your head, and it was stretchy and comfortable to wear. But anyway, I went to the sale section and got it for like, I think $2 or something, because it had this print on it that evidently no one wanted. And so I just glued on top of this print. So I have an extra one if I want to make another one. But this is what they look like. And then I also made a flower, or I'm sorry, a leaf to kind of go every once in a while. And the leaves, I don't know if I have the directions for those, but I just like made a chain and then I double crocheted on one of the sides, you know, and then made it into a little leaf. And really you could do anything you want. There's a lot of flower patterns. But yeah, that's what we did. And we hot glued them to the headbands, and I'll put this on. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so you could wear it like this, like a flower child if you like. So yeah, I totally love it. I think it's super cute. It's fun for the summer, and it's like a quick project where you can take along and make all these little flowers, you know, when you're in the car or something. I don't know where we would be going necessarily because of the quarantine, but So anyway, so I made a flower crown, and Sue made a flower crown, and I'll insert a picture right here of both of our flower crowns on the table at Sue's front porch. So okay, the next thing is, and also I was going to tell you, I used a size 7 crochet hook 4.5 when I made the little flowers. So yep, and oh, here's one that I did a different color right on the edge. So yeah, so you could do that if you like. All right, there's so many different options of what you could do. All right, so the next thing, let me just move some things around. The next thing is a finished object. It's a Sockhead hat. And okay, so this is from Lolo Did It. That was the yarn that I had. I just had it in my stash. It was a Halloween yarn. I don't have the ball band. I don't know the name of it, but it was like on sale. I think she had like a closeout of Halloween yarns. It was kind of like in the fall after Halloween last year, and I bought it, but I don't know the name. If you really want it, I could maybe message her and get it, but let me know. So anyway, I made a Sockhead hat, and I did the large slouchy one. So this is 160 stitches on a size 2.75 needle, and I did a circular needle. So I cast on 160 stitches. This is a free pattern, and I just made a slouchy Sockhead hat. So just kind of goes on like this. I've made these before. This is one of my favorite like fingering weight patterns. I really like it for the winter. It's really cozy. It's not too hot because it's just lightweight yarn. So, and the next thing, okay, so I was looking on, I think it was Pinterest, and I saw these little scrappy bags, and I thought, oh, I can just make one of those. I don't have a pattern for this, but I'll just tell you how I made it. And so I used a size H crochet hook, and I used worsted scraps, and then I just made it up. And so it's just a little bag to carry like snacks, or you could carry a project in it, or you could carry whatever you want, you know, in it. Or it could be for a little girl. And so basically what I did was I just made like a little flat circle, you know, with single crochets. And so I did it just like we make the bottom of any of our bags, like for market bags or anything like that. And I did single crochets on the bottom. And then, you know, you kind of just do like 12 single crochets in you know, a ring of 4. And then you do 2 on the first round. In each single crochet you do 2 single crochets, and then the next round you do 2, then 1, then 2, then 1. That's how you kind of make a flat thing. And then the next round you do 2, and then you do 1, 1, 2, like so. Anyway, if you just look up how to make a flat or a round circle that's flat, it will show you how to do it. I do eventually, someday, I'm going to make up a bag tutorial on how I make my market bags, and you'll see how to make the bottom in that. I just haven't had anyone to videotape it, and I'm not sure how to angle the camera down by myself. I was going to make it with Jana, but because of the quarantine, we're working from home, and I haven't seen her since we had talked about making it. So in the future, still in my horizon, you know. So anyway, so I made a flat circle, and then when I decided I wanted to go up, I just started single crocheting in each chain, and then it started to go up, like, you know, straight up. So, yep, and then when I got to the handle, I just, on this round, so I was just single crocheting in each, you know, all the way around, and then I made like a chain 50, I believe, and then I just single crocheted in that when I went around it, and then I just kept going like that, and then I put a different color on the top, but I made it thick enough so that it wouldn't stretch out. So, and then I put a tassel on it. We have a tassel video, and I'll put the link up here on how to make the tassel. And that's it. So it's super cute. You can make this really big or you can make it small. This could be for a little girl or whatever you want. So I thought it was super cute. All right, the next thing. Okay, so I was wanting to make a scrappy shawl, and I had made one. I started one on a previous episode, like maybe 2 episodes ago, and I can't remember what it's called, like Nobody's Perfect Shawl or something like that. And I couldn't get this top edge to be straight. I was having trouble with it, and I had pulled it out a couple times, and it wasn't, the pattern wasn't working for me with what the yarn and the hook I was using. I don't know if it was me or the pattern or whatever, but so anyway, I had heard on Amy Beth, the Fat Squirrel podcast, that she was making one with the Churchmouse Yarns free pattern, and it's called a half granny square shawl. So I was like, I'm going to go over there and try that one. Maybe I could get the top to go straight, and I did. So I made the whole shawl. I started it and finished it, and it's a new cast on or whatever, a new crochet. I used a size H hook, 5 millimeter, and I just kept going until it was the size that I wanted it, but it's very straight on the top. I went ahead and made, I did a little edging around the whole thing, but still it doesn't have any issues with not being straight. So, and it's crocheted, it's just like a granny square. It's super cute. I just used all sorts of sock yarn that were scraps from socks that I've knit. And all of these are just different pairs of socks. So, and when I see this, I think, oh, I remember that pair and that pair. Like, so it's super cool. And then on the edge, I just did like a little edging. So I did like a, let me see if I have that written down. I did a chain 4, so it looked like just a granny, and then I did chain 4 and single crochet all the way around on just the bottom on this part to the point. And then on the next I went all the way over like that, and then on the way back I did 3 chains, or no, 2 single crochets, 3 chains, and 2 single crochets in each little space that I made. So let me see if I can show you. So these are the chain 4 spaces, and then I did 2 single crochets, chain 3, 2 single crochets. So it just made like a little picot, kind of. You could do like a chain 4 and make like a more pronounced little picot, but I love it. I think it's super cute. I put tassels on the ends with just some scraps that I had. So it's super cute. I love it. It's just what I wanted. I wanted like a light, big shawl for summertime. And so I thought, you know, if it gets cold or whatever, and of course you'll style it better than this. I just kind of threw it on. But it's super cute. I love it. It's just what I wanted. So, and you can also wear it over your shoulders. Or I made it so that you could tie it around your hips too. Like if you're wearing it and it got too warm, so you could just wear it like this if you got cold. And it's long. It goes down to my elbow. And you could just tie it around your hips if you wanted as well, which I do sometimes when I'm wearing a shawl if it gets too warm. And I just want to carry it without carrying it. You know what I mean? Like have it along. So cool. All right, so I love it. This is exactly what I wanted. I might make another one because it was so fun. So, all right. And then these are my notes, I'm sorry. Okay, so the next thing that I have a couple of things that I sewed, and then I have crochet and knitting again. But okay, so I got this pattern in, I think it was in the winter time maybe. and it's Tilly and the Buttons, the Cleo pattern, and I wanted to make this little dress. So there's two different versions of it. There's like a shorter one and a taller one. And I am 6'2", so I'm definitely going to make the taller one, but it will be shorter on me. So anyway, and then I could lengthen it or whatever. So I had been wanting to make this, and I thought, I wasn't sure because the sizing is like European. I wasn't sure if it would fit or not. So I decided to make a muslin of it. So I went through my fabric and I found, what do I have, you know, that I could make a muslin, just like a little sample of it, so that I could test it out to see if it fits. It is not something I'll probably wear out in public, just around the house, because it's a little crazy. So this is it. It's cute, but I didn't put the clasps on it. I decided the buckles. I decided I'm going to just save those for another one that I make, the real one that I make. I was planning to make one out of some denim that I got. This is the denim. So I wanted a denim one for like fall and winter, and maybe wear it with tights, and maybe just wear it with t-shirts in the summer. And so this is the muslin one. I'll go ahead and try it on so I can show you what it looks like. But just keep in mind, it is not the finished project. It is finished, but it's not like what I was intending. It's just a wearable muslin. So I went ahead and sewed the straps on just so that I didn't put these on it and use a pair of those for just a muslin to try on the outfit. So just a sec. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Let me find it. Like here, the Cleo pattern. And yep, it just looks like this. There's the back. And I just put one pocket here. You could put two more pockets on the front, but I didn't. And I wanted to see what it looked like. And I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of time on it because it wasn't, you know, my denim one. I just wanted to get the fit right. So that when I make the denim one and I cut into that fabric, that I have a good sizing for me. So, alrighty. So the next thing, let's see, I guess I'll just leave this on. Oh my God. So the next thing is a sewing project. So I do recommend this Cleo pattern. It's like a nice pattern. A lot of people have made it and it's super cute. I think it is. So you should try it if you get the chance. All right, and it was super easy. So the next thing that I made is the Stocky sock bag by Sandra Paul. So she has a podcast, and she is a crocheter and a knitter and a bag maker, and she made this pattern, and it's called the Stocky sock bag. And I went ahead and got the pattern from her, and I had this in my stash, this fabric. I used some extra denim, and then I just used a polka dot on the inside, and it's super cute. I went ahead and put these little things over it and sewed it so that it would be just, the raw ends would be encased. But yep, just looks like this. It's just a little project bag. I love it. Super cute. And I love unicorns, of course. So, all right. So the next thing, that was an easy make. And I think I made it yesterday, and it took about maybe an hour and a half or so to make. So you could totally make one of those. Next thing that I have is another Sockhead hat. So after I finished the first Sockhead hat, the Halloween one, I had this yarn that I had got in a Lion brand yarn haul. I'll go ahead and put that link up above. And this is called Dotted Line. and it just goes from one color to the next. It's like a gradient. And this is what I had left after I made the Sockhead hat. I just wound it back into a ball so I could keep it tidy to show you. And I was curious what this would knit up like, you know, and I wasn't sure what to make with it. I was thinking maybe a shawl, you know, with stripes. That'd be kind of cool. Or I decided to make another Sockhead hat. This is how it turned out. It's super cute. I love it. I for some reason thought there maybe wouldn't be little stripes inside of here, but, you know, just be big blocks, because it doesn't appear like that. But it's cute. I love it. So, yeah. So if you want it, it's just from a big box store. But I think I ordered mine online from Lion Brand. And I'll link that. So it just looks like this, just like the other Sockhead. So it's just a slouchy hat for winter. And I love it. It will look cute with like jeans, or it could be for a man, like for a gift also. Kind of looks like guys' colors to me. All right, so the next thing is, another project that I have on the needles, or it's on the crochet hook really. So this one's by Sandra also. She's the one who made this pattern, the Stocky sock bag. She also made one called Ziggy Interrupted. So I saw a bunch of people were making this and I thought it was super cute. And it's like a long-term project because it's going to take me a while to get through. And so you make all these little squares, you crochet them. It's a pay-for pattern. I will tell you that I picked out seven colors of sock weight yarn that I had in my stash, and I used a size G crochet hook, 4mm, and then sock yarn. So I have like 2 neon colors that I decided to use, and then I have a couple of other colors, and these 2 are Kate Celine. Oops. 2 of Kate Celine's speckles. And I have this one and then this one. And if you're wondering about any of the colors and what they are, just let me know down below and I will get back to you with, I'll just put it down below if you're interested. This one's another speckled. I love it. It's super cute. So what I did was I sat down and I made a bunch of the squares. I have like a little bowl in here. So I made a bunch of the squares and then the half squares. And I made them in different, I attached the ones that were the same, but I made them in different color combinations. And I'm not really following the pattern exactly like this color A with color G, or color A with whatever. I'm not doing any of that, color A with color B or whatever. I'm just doing whatever colors together, and then you stitch them together, and then you do the zigzags. So it's super cute. I love it. It's going to be a big like scarf, kind of a shawl scarf kind of thing. So it's super cute. A lot of people have made it and it's been like 6 feet long or something. So I can't wait to get it going so it's bigger so you can see it. But I love it. So it's super cute. All right. And the next thing, you know, I just saw this little bag in here that I made last time. I don't remember the pattern designer's name, but I'll put it down below right here and what the name of the bag is. But it's like a little notions case, and it kind of opens up like this. And I don't believe I've showed it on the podcast before, but I made it some time ago, like between the last 2 podcasts, I think. And then it just opens up like this, and you can put all your notions inside of it. I just thought it was super cute, and it's like a neat way to carry notions around. So, and I put a little hook on it so I could hook it onto my bag. Okay. All right, so the next thing that I have is some yarn purchases. So I ordered from Ice Yarns. I saw that everybody was getting this yarn called Rockabilly. Now I don't know that I've showed it before, but maybe I have. So I got this this colorway of Rockabilly. I might have shown this, but I'm not sure. And I'll put a link down below the video of where you can get it from Ice. I'll just put a link down there. And so this color of Rockabilly is super cute. It's 66212, and I can't wait. I want to make something with it. I'm trying to decide what to make with it, and I have 4 bags. So I have 4 bags of 8. So I can make a blanket or a sweater or a shawl or something. I'm deciding. I might make a shawl with it. I mean, I'll have leftovers for sure, but I'm deciding. And then I have another color that I got of it, which is 66219, and I love this one as well. And again, I'll put this down below if you want to go check it out on Ice Yarn's website. It's super cute. I love it. And it's so soft. Like, I can't, this would be a really cool shawl to wear with jeans, or even my like denim little Chloe whenever I finish it. So, yeah, this one I got 3 bags of. So I have 3 bags of 8. So I can't wait to get something started with this. I at least want to try out the yarn and see how it works up, you know, and if it pills or how it lasts, you know, once you make a project with something, and then just see what it wears like. So I can't wait. All right, so I'll put that down below the video in case you want to check out that. I also ordered, I've been looking at this yarn from Kirby Werby. It's super cute. It is, it's sock yarn, and it comes with, this is for heels and toes, or I wanted to make a hat with it. I wanted to make a Sockhead hat with it and do this as the ribbing part of it, and then this will stripe on the hat. It's super cute. Let's see, it's her sparkle base. And let me see if it has the name on it. It's called Tricked Out Treehouse with Honeybee. So this is Honeybee, and then this is Tricked Out Treehouse. I love it. It's so cute. Also, I got some cotton yarn, and I have some more. Let me turn you just a little bit so you can see it. I got some cotton yarn right there, and that's going to be for making project bags, or not project bags, but market bags with. I got some more of this cotton right up here, and I just ordered it online. It is Crafter's Secret cotton, and it came from Hobby Lobby, I believe. I think that's where I got it from. And I wanted to make the market bag tutorial with it. I had gotten some other yarn for the market bag tutorial, and it was just too thin. I would have to hold 2 strands together, and then it was almost too thick. So I just decided against that other yarn that I had, and I was wanting to get yarn that I was, you know, that I was wanting to show you, you know, how I would make my average market bag with. So anyway, so this is it. Super cute. I'll go ahead and try to work on that if I can figure out a way to film myself with my iPad looking down. See, that's not, I'm just not sure how to do that. So if anybody has any ideas, let me know. All right, so okay, and the next thing, okay, so I was going to tell you about this. I wasn't sure if this is something that I should share, but whatever, I will. I'm going to take a sip of kombucha. Okay, so I like to drink like kombucha, and I saw this video on how to make water kefir, and I haven't tried it before, but I ordered this stuff to make it. Like it's like a starter, like a dehydrated starter, little crystals, and then you soak them and you make this water kefir. It's supposed to be a really good healthy drink for you. So I haven't made it yet. I do make kombucha currently. I like it. But so I have the water kefir crystals on order, and I'm going to try to make that. I don't know if you want to know about it or if you want to see it in one of the next podcasts. I can show you the process of doing it. Or if you're not interested, that's okay too. Anyway, and I also saw this other, so I've been watching this one podcast called Farmhouse on Boone. I'll put that down here. And she makes fermented foods. She has this farm, and she has like six children, I'm not sure, or maybe it's 6 in her family total. And she does everything from scratch and everything. She's really kind of Martha Stewart-y, and she has like a garden, and she does all this stuff. But I really never looked into this fermented foods, you know, because they're good for your health or whatever. And I decided I wanted to try to make them with some of my garden stuff, you know, that my harvest from this year's garden. So I I watched her videos on fermented foods, and I have part of the stuff that I'll need to make fermented foods with. So there's these little like plastic lids that let gases escape through this. There's like a little hole in the top of here. It's like a baby bottle nipple or something. Anyway, you put it on top of your mason jar, and it's supposed to let the gas escape. And there's also this other little thing that I ordered that hasn't come yet. I don't know. It must have been delayed. It's like a little weight that goes inside on top of the vegetables in the jar to weigh them down so that they're underneath the brine. So, because if they're not, if the top of the vegetables are exposed to the air, they'll mold. They all have to be weighted down and under the brine in order to ferment properly. So I am going to try out fermented vegetables. If you're interested, let me know. I just thought I would mention it. If you've tried them, let me know in the notes down below, like what your favorite thing to ferment is and which ones I should try. So, all right, so coffee and tea corner. The first thing is I started a batch of kombucha, and I just was using what I had on hand, and I have this tea, and I started the batch with this. It's Eros. It's sweet orange and vanilla and black tea leaves. It smells super delish, and it's a loose tea. Let's see if I can open it up and just show you. Just looks like that. But there's the brand Tea Leaves, and it's super yummy. So I started a batch of kombucha. It's now waiting. It has to make a mother. And I have a video, I'll put a link up here, where Jana and I made kombucha in the office. If you're interested, there's 2 videos actually. There's the first video, which is the initial making the mother of the kombucha, and then there's the second video, which is the second ferment, where you add juice to it and you get it to be fizzy. So if you're interested in checking that out, I'll put the little link up above and you can click on it and watch that. We made that in the office. That was in our old office. Oh my gosh. And so I got some Earl Grey. I love to make kombucha with Earl Grey. That's my favorite flavor. And then I add fruit juice to make it whatever flavor I like. So I got some Earl Grey when I was at the store. This one is Harney and Sons. So, and the next tea that I've been making is this watermelon mint iced tea. I love it. It's by Republic of Tea. So I just made like in a jar that I sat out with a lid on it one day, and I made some iced tea with it. It was really good. And then the coffee that I've been drinking this time is Peace Coffee, and this is just a like a plain birchwood breakfast blend is what it says, and it's really delicious. It's a medium roast. I usually go for the light roast, but this one's good. I like this one. And then the next one that I've been drinking is French toast. I'm almost out of it. It's so delicious. I love French toast flavored coffee. And this was by Bones, and I got it with my shipment that I had a while back. I got a big bag of it, and I got a sample bag of it. So I'm almost done with the sample bag. It's in here too. So, but it's delish. All right. So the next thing I'll go ahead and put in here is the Denver Cruise projects. They're pretty slim. I've got a project from Hillary, and that's it. I think Jana's working on some things, and you know, I'm not sure. I haven't seen any new pictures from her lately, but she's working on some things. Hopefully I'll have something for the next podcast from her. But Hillary has some beautiful project that I'll put in right after this. And then I have a garden update at the end. Thanks. See you next time. Bye. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe down below. Thanks.